Hello, my name is Kundai Chirindo. I am an associate professor in the Department of Rhetoric and Media Studies. I also serve as the Director of General Education. Let me begin by adding my welcome to the chorus of welcomes you've already received and those you will continue to receive over the next couple of weeks. My goal over the next few minutes is to give you an overview of our general education curriculum with a special focus on the first year seminars. You might be sitting at home wondering, what is this words course or numbers course? Alternatively, you may have looked at your schedule and noticed that you have a course that is called Core 120 or Core 121. If that is you, I'm glad you're wondering. Over the next few minutes, I am going to try and help you make sense of those designations. First, we're going to talk about general education at Lewis and Clark. And then we're going to zone in and focus on the first year seminars. Finally, I'm going to leave you with a website and a couple of email addresses where you can reach out to the general education office if you have more questions or need help answering some problem you have come into. I want to begin with this definition of a liberal education that is taken from the Association of American Colleges and Universities. Lewis and Clark is a proud member of the AAC&U. The AAC&U defines a liberal education as an approach to undergraduate education that promotes the integration of learning across the curriculum and co-curriculum, as well as between academic and experiential learning, in order to develop specific learning outcomes that are essential for work, citizenship, and life. At Lewis and Clark, we have developed our own general education curriculum that tries to accomplish the ideals of a liberal education by focusing on 8 outcomes that we hope every graduate at Lewis and Clark has developed significantly in. The first is, we hope that each Lewis and Clark graduate has mastered the modes of critical inquiry. These include writing, quantitative and qualitative scientific analysis, as well as acquiring and evaluating evidence. We hope that every Lewis and Clark graduate has stretched themselves as scholars, researchers, and artists, that they've gained confidence to range across disciplines and engage constructively with cultural power and difference. We hope that our graduates have grounded their work here in local, global, and historical contexts, that they have encountered wonder and grappled with the experiences that are not just about seeking answers or solving problems. We hope that they have practiced habits of self-care, community, and well-being, and finally, that our graduates reflect critically on their liberal education and its purpose in the contemporary world. Now, the place where this is formally expressed is in our graduation requirements. The first thing I want you to know about your graduation requirements at Lewis and Clark is that you will need a minimum of 128 credits in order to graduate. Now, those 128 credits are distributed across 3 broad categories: general education, your major, and your electives. And it looks something like this. The 128 credit rule is fulfilled by courses you take in general education, your major, and your electives. And you will see that your electives are where you take your minors, courses for other majors. Some of you will triple major, double major, have a minor or 2, or courses that fulfill neither general education or major requirements, but that you're interested in, that you just want to take. All of those courses count as electives. Within the general education allotment of your 128 credits, the courses are distributed as follows. You have 2 first-year seminars, words and numbers. Then you will take a course in bibliographic and research writing. And finally, you will take what are known as distribution requirements. And I'll talk to you about those in just a second. Your first-year seminars are 2 4-credit sections in 2 categories, either words or numbers. Every first-year student will take a words course and a numbers course by the end of their first year here. All words and numbers sections have common learning outcomes. Now, each individual instructor may add on their own learning outcomes, but all sections have these 3 learning outcomes in common. First, students who take these courses, both words and numbers, should develop their skills in examining ideas, arguments, biases, assumptions coming from a variety of perspectives, including their own, with an open and critical mind. We hope that you will improve your capacity to analyze texts and or quantitative information so that you are able to recognize, describe, and question patterns, trends, anomalies, and relationships. The third learning outcome for our words and numbers first year seminars is that students improve the skill of presenting clear, compelling, and effective arguments and or analyses, and do that with good evidence. As for the distribution requirements, there are 7 of them, and here are the 7 categories: culture, power, and identity, global perspectives, physical education and well-being, historical perspectives, creative arts, natural sciences, and world languages. Each of these requirements, and all of them in combination, address those 8 learning outcomes that we hope every single Lewis and Clark graduate has developed in by the time they leave us. Now, if you would like more information about general education at Lewis and Clark, please navigate to this website. Alternatively, if you have questions, please send an email to either gened@lclark.edu or dge@lclark.edu. I can't wait to meet you in person, and hopefully that will be soon. Welcome to the Lewis and Clark community.